So, in the topic finding direction on the page number 58, a compass is often used to find directions. Why we use compass? The basic use of any compass is to find direction. Why? Why we need compass? We need it when there are no features to guide us. There are no features for the guidance. There are no features for the guidance. So we use this compass. We use this compass. Why we use compass? To find out the directions? Because when there are no features for the guidance, or there are no features to guide, then we use the compass for the directions. A compass has four basic points. What those basic points are? It's north, east, west, and south. These are the four basic points of compass. These 4 points are called as the compass points, or we call them a cardinal point. These 4 points of compass, north, east, west, and south, are called as the compass or cardinal points. Compass is used for the direction. It is used when there are no features for the guidance. It has four basic points: north, east, west, and south. These 4 points are called the cardinal or compass points. These 4 points are called cardinal or compass points. Along with it, we have four cardinal points. Along with it, we have 8 cardinal points. How? The main cardinal points can further be divided into 8. We total have 4: north, east, west, and south. Now, these all are divided into two parts. North is divided into two parts. How? The north is divided into northeast and northwest. Okay. And east is also divided in two parts. Although one is already created, it's a northeast and it's a southeast. Then the south is already divided into two parts. One is created already, other one is southwest. And west is already now formed to there because the north and south. So if you count, so it become 1, 2, 3, and 4. But the other four are northwest, northeast, southeast, and southwest. So these are the 8 cardinal points. These are the 8 cardinal points. You can move the direction. If you want to move a direction of north in this way, if you want to make a map like this, you say this is north, then this would be the south. Okay, this would be the south, and then we have the west, and then we have the east. So in this way we can change the directions. It's up to us. You can change it according to the map. Someone asked this question that why the north is up, it's on the left side. Why it should be on the left side? So if you want to make it on the left side, you can change the direction. If you want to make it north on the left, you can make it like this: south, and then you can go like this. In this way the whole map's directions are changed. But this one is also good: the north, east, west, and south. If you see in all the maps given in the book, the N is always there. N is always facing this direction. In all the pictures of the previous pages, you see the N is always shown this way. Why? Because they are showing the direction of the north. Okay. So we see The four cardinal points, we see the eight cardinal points. The four basic points of compass are north, east, west, and south. And eight cardinal points are northeast, east, southeast, south, southwest, west, northwest, and north. So these are the eight cardinal points. Now we are moving to the page number 60. Why we are moving to the page 60? We will come to the page 59 when we were doing the written questions. When we were doing the written questions, we will came back to the page number 59. Right now, everybody open the page number 60. Right now, leave this activity page 59. We will came back to it after we complete this chapter and we started the question. Then we will came back to it. Now, everybody open the page number 60. On the page number 60, the topic is saying that showing height. Height on a map is shown by contour lines or contours. Height on a map is shown by contour lines or contour. Contour lines in the short form they are called as the contours. They look like these. If you see the contour in meters, they are also showing some contour. Let's see them. So these are imaginary lines. It means that in reality they don't exist. In reality there are some objects, but lines are not there. So these are imaginary lines which join places that have same height. So contour line is used to show the height. Ahmad Isham, he is in the class. He is in the class. So the height is shown by the number found on the contour. These are imaginary lines which join places. For example, if we divide this picture into four pieces, we can easily join them because of these lines. Why? Because these lines can connect themselves and make a complete shape. So these are imaginary lines which join places that have same height. In the topographical map, the sixth type of a map which we see have these contours lines. The height is shown by the number found on the contour. In figure 1.5, this is a figure for 1.5, contours lines showing the different heights of different places. They are showing the height in meters. They are saying it's a 25 meters high. It is 75 meters high. Then it is 1 to 25-meter high. So they are look like the hill. That it's a kind of a hill thing on which there are different things. So they are showing the numbers 25, 75, and 125. The number 25, 75, and 125 are the heights. See, they mention it here, they mention it here, and they also mention it in between. So in this way, they are showing that it's a hill type of thing. It's a hill type of a thing because it's a height of this thing is above than 25 meter. It's 75. It's 125. Now contours beside showing the height of the land. We see one thing. Contours help us to find out the height or show us a height. But it also tells us about the shape and slope of the land. Shape, this is the shape, and this is the slope. Slope of a land. See, in this picture, they are showing the slope that it's a heighted area. But it means that it has a depth. Like this, if you see, they are showing this green piece with these dotted lines. Okay, it means that they have a slope. In yellow, they are also showing the yellow in the dotted lines. If you see, the yellow is showing in this area. Then pink is showing in this area. And then we have a red. On the other side, on the left side, they are showing pink. See, pink have a less space because on the left side the pink has less space. On the right side they have much space. So in the form of these lines, we can easily find it out that what is the shape of the building, of the mountain, of the hill, or the place, and how's the slope look like. So if you see in the yellow one is also showing a very less space. Here it is. But on the right side, it's much. Because in the above picture, it's showing much space. Green on the left and leftmost side, also showing some space. But on the right side, it have the biggest space of the picture. So in these contour lines, we get to know this thing, that how is the division of the slope and the shape of the land. Contour lines do three things. They show us a height of a land. They show us the height of a land. This is the first thing. The second thing is they tell us about the shape of land. This is the second thing. And the third thing is they also tell about the slope of a land. So, contour lines do three things. What is the first thing? They tell us the height of the land, they tell us the shape of the land, and they tell us the slope of the land. So, contour have to do three things. They show height, shape, and slope of land. So, these are the three things for the contours lines. And contour lines are used in topographical map. It is used in topographical map, the sixth type of map which we have studied. Okay, so in this picture, if you see, they are also telling you steep slope, gentle slope. The word steep means sharp. This is the sharp side. Anybody can be fall from this side. But this is the gentle one. Nobody can fall on this side because it's a gentle slope. But this slope is sharp on the left hand side. So that's why they are saying it a steep slope. Sharp means steep, steep means sharp. The contour lines are closer together. So when the contour lines are close to each other, it means that there is a sharp slope. And when there are contour lines at the distance, it means that there is a gentle slope. We can easily move in this. But in the sharp one, it's not easy to move. So now we are moving towards the next page, but they are also show you the picture. If you see this picture, this one, see, they are showing it's a gentle slope. You can easily walk on it, run on it. But on the other side, this this slope is sharp. It's not easy to walk on it. So that's why they make the picture of this hill and they put the contour lines according to that hill. Now we are moving to the page number 61. What does page number 61 is saying? The page number 61 is saying contour showing relief feature. What are the features shown by the contours lines? So the first thing which contour shows is the mountain. A mountain is a large area of a high land. It's the name is just showing that it's a land which is high. A mountain is a large area of a high land rising high above the surrounding land. So the land of earth which is raised above the surrounding land, then that land is called as the mountain. The height of the mountain is 600 meter or bigger or above than the 600 meter. It is a basic condition for the mountain that if the mountain is 600 meter or more than this, or if the mountain is bigger than the 600 meter, then it is considered as a mountain. If the land is not bigger than the 600 meter, it is called something else. We will see it, what do we call it. But if the land has a height of 600 meter or more than that or bigger than that, then it's a mountain. And mountain has sharp peaks. See, they have a sharp peaks and steep slopes. They have a peak and they have steep or sharp slopes. Means it's difficult to walk or run on the mountain because of these steep slopes. So contour lines show these things very easily. How they can show it? See, in this picture, they are showing the lines. They are showing the height of a mountain. As the height of mountain right now is at 200, and here it become 400. Then here it become near about 600. Then here we are at the 800, then 1000, then 1200, then 14,100, then 1600. In this way, the height is increasing, like the mountain is increasing. See, they show this height here in the map, that it's a lowest part of the mountain, 200, 400, 600. Now they are moving upward, 1200, 1400, and they are showing that it is the highest peak. They showed it in the form of meter. So if you see, they are showing the meter. So control lines are used to show some features, and the first one which we discussed is the mountain. The second one which we are going to discuss is a hill. Hill and mountain looks like same, but they are not same. In terms of height, they are not same. A hill is much smaller than a mountain. Its height is 600 meter or below. It means that the height of the land is 600 or less than. In simple word, if the height of the land is less than 600 meter, then it's a hill. If the land is high but less than 600 meter, it means that that land is a hill. A hill is much smaller than a mountain. Its height is 600 meter and below, and the slopes are less sharp. Steep means sharp. If you see, it's very easy to walk on these slopes. It's very easy to walk on these slopes. Why it is easy? Because they are not sharp, just like figure 5.17. So hill is less than 600 meter, mountain is 600 meter or more than that. Mountain is bigger than the hill, hill is smaller than the mountain. Mountain has a sharp slopes and a peak. Hill has less sharp slope or a less steep places to walk. So these are the two things which we see right now that are presented by the contour lines. Okay, now we are moving towards the fourth thing. Sorry, the third thing. What is the third thing we have, which is represented by the contour lines? The third thing we have is a plateau. Plateau is an elongated highland. Elongated means it's a long one. It's look like mountain, but it's not mountain, because at the top it's it is flat. At the top it is flat. There is no peak at the top and a sharp edges, sharp side. If we cut this mountain here and we make a flat surface at the top, then this mountain will be converted into the plateau. Plateau and mountain are near to each other, but according to shape, they become different. How? Plateau is flat at the top and mountain has a peak at the top. So, if you see here, they are showing you that started from here. They have a sharp edges, sharp sides, like it's a 50 meter. And they are showing this, that the highest scale of this plateau is like 250 meter. Okay. And they showing it in this form. If you see it on the map, it look like this. The plateau look like this on the map with the help of contour line. The mountain look like this on the map like this. And hill is look like this on the map with the help of contour lines. In the contour lines, there are no these pictures. These pictures are not there. Only these pictures are there. So if you see, they are showing it's a 50-meter height. It's a 150. So they are showing that it's a plateau. It means that there is some flat surface. They are showing it it's a mountain because it's a very small lines. There are very small gaps. And when there is a small gaps and the lines are near to each other, it means that these are the sharp sides. And when there is a space between the lines, it means that they have less sharp lines. The next one is the ridge. The fourth one is the ridge. A ridge is a long, narrow piece of highland. It's not like the mountain. In it, there are so many mountains in it. Okay, but if there are so many mountains and they are upside down, there are so many different peaks. Means there are sometimes peaks, there are sometimes downs, there are some ups on the mountains. Then it is called as the ridge. Then they are called as the ridge. Ridge is a long narrow piece of highland. Long narrow piece of highland. See, they are showing, if you see this picture, they are showing the height is this, and then height is this, the height is increasing, height is increased. In this area the height is leveled. Okay, but now the height is always, now the height is going increasing, and then it is coming down. If I can make it with the help of a pencil, it's look like this. See, there are many peaks there. There are many peaks there. If you see, if you see in it, the height of this one is much, and after this the height will go down, 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 again down, and then again up. Then they are going upside, 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 and then again go down for some time, again go up. In this, it's a narrow one, there is no pattern. So it's a highland, but it's a narrow one. This is called as the ridge. So ridge is showing in this form on the map. They are showing that this is a ridge. It doesn't have any pattern because it's a narrow one. It doesn't have any pattern. It's a narrow one. It doesn't have any pattern. So contour lines are used to show the shape, are used to show the slope, are used to show the features of the map. And with the help of contour lines, we display we display the mountains, we display the hill, we display the plateau, we display the ridge. So we see till now we see the four things. We see the four things about the mountain, hill, ridge, and plateau. Now, before going this, okay, so someone asked a question. Okay, Mohammad Disogi asked a question that what is the difference between a ridge and a hill? That's a nice question. The difference between a hill is that hill has a distinct single peak. Okay, it has a single peak, but a ridge continuously elevated with the sloping edge. The difference between ridge is that it sometimes have sharp slopes, sometimes have less sharp slopes, sometimes a good walking place. But in the hill, there is always less sharp edges or the sides. There is only one peak. In ridge, there can be so many peaks. There are so many different heights, and different sloping sides. But in the hill, there is just a distinct or a single peak, and we can easily walk on it. Okay, someone is asking the question, what is mean of contour? Saif Hani asked this question. Okay, Saif Hani, contour means a line or a outline which is used to represent the shape of something on the map. Contour is a outline or just a lines which is used to represent any shape or building on the map. Okay, so no, human can't mate. Okay, Aram asked a very good question. Aram asked this question that can human made can human made plateau? Okay, so the answer is no, it's not possible. It's not possible. We can make some of them, but not all. Not all. We can make the small ones just for the sake of some type of camp, but not all, because the tools are very much expensive. And these are the solid rocks. These mountains are the solid rocks. It's nearly impossible to make a plateau or from any mountain. It's nearly impossible. Okay, so we see about the hill. Hill is less than the 600-meter line, 600-meter height or the line, and mountain is more than the 600 meter. It's bigger in size than the hill. Okay, now someone is saying that the conical, what is meant by conical? Okay, conical is just a shape. As you know, what is circle? Circle is look like this. Circle look like this. Okay. How does triangle look like this? Let me show the conical. Conical shape is look like this. This is a conical shape. It's just a shape. Conical means a shape. Okay. So the hill are normally in this type of shape. This shape is called as the conical. If we say that the fruit, the apple is look like the circle shape, then we will consider it like this. We say the hills are of conical shape. It means that the hill is in this form. This is a form of a hill. This is a shape. Okay. So along with it, what we have, along with it, what we have, there is assignment. We are stopping it here on the page number 61. There is a there is a assignment waiting for you in the class light, and you guys can open the assignment. Okay, and one student done the assignment. That's good, Hassan. Hassan done the assignment. Hassan send me the message for the assignment. Okay, Hassan, that's good. You send the message that you have done it. That's great. So we will cover the remaining questions. Kindly note it. Note your questions, and we will do these questions in the next class because the time of the period is finished. We will meet in the next class, inshallah. So, bye everyone. Have a nice day to everyone.
Sir?